What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about on a daily basis, including money, investing, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package update, and stimulus check update. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below as it's completely free to do so. And remember that new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country that you need to know about. And also, don't forget to hit the like button for us down below. And you guys are awesome. We got a lot to talk about here today. We have some unexpected stimulus checks here to talk about, kind of out of the norm type of stimulus checks we'll be going over in this video, as well as senators have announced a $10 billion new pandemic virus deal and have left out global aid in this deal. Here are the details. As you can see here, senators have announced that they have reached a deal to provide $10 billion to fight against the virus because basically all this money at this point has now run out. But the agreements leaves out funding for global virus response, at least in this agreement. This agreement could clear the path for Congress to finally pass some new funding for virus response, which the White House has been warning for weeks is urgently needed to allow it to purchase more vaccines, treatment, and tests. The announcement comes after days of negotiations between a group of GOP, aka Republican senators, and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer for the Democrats, with negotiators signaling late last week that they were close to finalizing specifics, saying, quote, "From the beginning, Senate Republicans have insisted that any new requests from the administration for new virus funding be paid for by repurposing existing funds, money that has already been out there. Today's agreement does just that by repurposing $10 billion to provide needed domestic virus health response tool," said Republican Senator Mitt Romney, who helped spearhead the deal and negotiated the leadership from the Republican Party. Schumer added that the deal will give the administration, quote, "urgently needed funding to purchase vaccines, therapeutics, and maintain access to testing and accelerate the work on the next generation of vaccine research." Especially this is, there is a new major surge of the new virus, the BA.2 variants in China right now. They have over 50 million people on lockdown right now. And the CDC has said that the BA.2 is the dominant strain here in the US right now, but it hasn't exploded right now. So cases are actually really low right now here in the US. So it hasn't caught on exponentially right now. So, fingers crossed, but we've been through this before. We kind of know how the ups and downs go of the virus waves. I mean, we're on year number 3 at this point. So, you know, fingers crossed, but we kind of know how these virus waves go, right? Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says this $10 billion virus package will give the federal government and our citizens the tools we need to continue our economic recovery, keep our schools open, and keep American families safe, hopefully. So technically, it doesn't even look like they're spending any new money in this bill. They're just repurposing old money here and just kind of shifting it around. And there's also no money for helping combat the virus globally, which there are a lot of people that say, other countries, do need help, and that we're not helping, around the world as well. So there was some criticism there, and they're saying they're going to try to take that up later in the year. So We'll keep you up to date on both of those fronts. Just to also let you know that they haven't passed this yet. They have announced the deal, but they, need to take it up and actually vote on it. And really, the world is kind of in shock right now as the latest atrocity in Ukraine, as the world has learned now that Russia has, for lack of a better word, tortured and killed hundreds of civilians, including the mayor of Bukra, the city of Bukra, in 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 the city of Bukra in Ukraine, and left them there for days or even weeks. And the world is learning about this now, and it's just absolutely insane. And of course, Russia says, "Oh no, it wasn't us." Russia's actually trying to say that Ukraine did this against their own people and that it wasn't Russia, even though Russia just withdrew from the city and Ukraine just took back the city. So Russia just left the city, and Ukraine was just able to get in there and find out what happened. You can't. It's just unbelievable. The Russia literally just lies about everything. I mean, before the war, said, "Oh, we're not gonna invade." Literally, they invaded a day or two later. "Oh, we're moving troops away from the border," and literally they moved troops into Ukraine. It's just like, I mean, they literally just like they lie on the national stage, and then it's like, well, what about that lie you just told the whole world? Oh, you think we're just gonna forget about that? And now you're trying to say Ukraine did that. It's just, nonetheless, the world gonna have to make decisions here on what what is gonna be done here about this. The U.S. is trying to step up even more pressure on Russia. Now, check this out. You can see here the U.S. is stopping Russian bond payments in a bid to raise pressure on Moscow, which is going to force them to make a decision, a major decision here. Check this out. The United States stopped Russian government on Monday from paying holders of its sovereign debt more than $600 million from reserves held at U.S. banks, in a movement to ratchet up pressure on Moscow and eat into the holdings of U.S. dollars. Under sanctions put in place after Russia invaded Ukraine, foreign currency reserves held by Russian central bank at U.S. institutions were frozen. But the Treasury Department had been allowing the Russian government to use those funds to make coupon payments on dollar denominated sovereign debt on a case by case basis. On Monday, the largest of the payments came due, including a $552 million principal payment on a maturing bond. The U.S. government decided to cut off Moscow's access to the frozen funds, according to a U.S. Treasury spokesperson. An $84 million coupon payment was also due on Monday on a 2042 sovereign dollar bond. The move was meant to force Moscow to make the difficult decision on whether it would use dollars that it has access to for payments on its debt or for other purposes, including supporting the war effort. Russia now faces a historic default if it chooses not to do so. The spokesperson said Russia must choose between draining remaining valuable dollar resources or reserves or new revenue coming in or default. And as you can see here, near the brink of collapse, White House says Russia's financial system is close to default. This story here as of today. So as this kind of goes down more and more worse by the day, Russia continues to be, financially worsened here every single day. And actually, it's actually a global effort. It's actually a global effort here. Who is buying Russian oil and who has stopped? You would actually not believe this. It's very, very dramatic. Check this out. Here is who has stopped buying Russian oil. The entire company of BP, which is a worldwide company, a major, major player in the oil game, said that they're abandoning their stake. The Japanese firm of Enos has stopped buying crude from Russia. The energy group called ENI, owned by the Italian government, is suspending purchases of Russian oil. The Norway's majority state-owned company called Equinor, the Portuguese oil and gas company called Galp, another company called Glencore, which is another company here, the Finnish refiner, and a Poland company, or companies from Poland and Norway, Sweden's largest refiner, a Spanish major company, Shell, the world's largest petroleum trader, will stop buying Russian crude and phase out all its involvement in Russian hydrocarbons. Again, the world's largest petroleum trader. Total Energies, a French major oil trader. Varo Energy, a Swiss refiner. So you look at here, you have major, and they also own 51% in Germany's oil refineries. It's massive. It's massive. And it's getting more and more by the day as the entire, basically, whole European continent is, as the days go by, they're deciding we're not going to buy Russian oil. We're not going to buy Russian natural gas. We're not going to buy Russian gas. So, and now with this whole Bukra, I don't even know what to call it, atrocity. Uh, it's just another step that is going to make more of the world say, we're not doing business with Russia, and force them towards a default. And I mean, honestly, when a country defaults, it's, I don't even know how they're going to be able to continue. When a country defaults, they're basically bankrupt. I mean, and then they're going to be on a cash basis. I mean, it's like when a person defaults, they have no credit. It's. I'll keep you up to date here, but I mean, Putin is literally going broke here. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So we have some kind of unexpected stimulus check news. There's kind of unorthodox news or stimulus news. You can see here, new stimulus check proposal for first responders. One state has decided to put more effort into creating a stimulus check for first responders worth $1,000. First responders in Florida could see $1,000 checks under Governor Ron DeSantis. Little typo there. And his plan to use $100 million from the state's new budget to pay for it. The governor gave a bonus in 2021 to first responders as well, and he might do it again here in 2022. In order to qualify for the $1,000 stimulus checks, you must be a sworn law enforcement officer, paramedic, EMT, or firefighter for Florida. The goal, according to the governor, is to boost morale and financial assistance to this group amid inflation. DeSantis expressed the want to support law enforcement after everything that's happened over the last 2 years. So honestly, good for him. I appreciate that effort. It would be nice if it was for everybody, but this is what he has decided. I also think he did it for teachers previously last year as well, if I recall correctly. I think so. The governor needs to formally review the state's budget before sending any sort of stimulus payment. The budget is currently $112 billion for the state, not just for the stimulus check, but for the state. In addition to the stimulus check, DeSantis said he is also looking to create a stimulus package for law enforcement. The goal is to provide newly hired law enforcement officers with a $5,000 bonus. $5,000 bonus. It would also increase the salary of county sheriffs. County sheriffs. So wow, there's a lot of different things there for the state of Florida. I will keep you up to date here on all these different things going on here with Florida. They also recently passed a 1 month gas tax suspension for the state of Florida, but they're going to make everybody in Florida wait 7 months for it to go into effect. And it'll go into effect 1 month before the governor reelection race, which it'll go into effect in October. Yeah, I think it's October. So they got a lot of criticism for that one. Better late than never. Better late than never. But they're going to make people wait 7 months. A lot of other states have been passing this as well, but they're not making people wait 7 months. So yeah, but there could be extra checks going out here as well. I don't know how they decide what groups of people do it or going to get these checks. But like I said, there's kind of some unexpected news here. But we got some more here, so check this out. $500 stimulus checks to go to essential workers in this state. In this state, Massachusetts is sent to mail out $500 checks as well. As well. These will be a one-time payment for essential workers. The Employee Premium Pay Program. Massachusetts is implementing a one-time employee premium pay program. The state will deliver 500,000 one-time checks for $500 to essential workers. So say that 10 times fast. 500,000 one-time checks to 500 essential workers. Yeah, so 500,000 people are going to be getting one-time checks for $500 to essential workers. Yeah, so yeah, a little bit of a tongue twister there. Massachusetts has allocated $460 million for premium payments for essential workers. The checks will be distributed to low-income workers statewide. Statewide. In order to qualify, you must have filed a 2020 tax return. The reason it's 2020 is because 2021 people are still filing those tax returns. The deadline for that is April 18th. Of course, some people will be late on those as well. Have lived in Massachusetts during 2020, have an earned income of at least $12,750 in 2020 employment compensation, and all these kind of other stipulations here that you can kind of read through. And then the checks will probably go out after that. Unfortunately, it does not say when they expect the checks to go out, but it'll probably be, after you file your tax return. So I'll keep you up to date. Next up, another kind of unexpected, unorthodox type of stimulus payment. Like I said, today's kind of an unorthodox stimulus payment episode. It's like I said, it's just kind of a weird one. Unorthodox stimulus payment is kind of the unexpected stimulus payments would probably be the title for this, because it's kind of a fitting title, to be honest. Foster children in New York State could be eligible for $1,750. This is literally title, as of today. New York State is offering children, I'll zoom this in here. New York State is offering children in foster care or children formerly in foster care a stimulus payment of $1,750 under the Chafee Funds Program. So $1,750. So that's a pretty decent amount. New York State has all sorts of kind of interesting programs going on here or proposed here as well. Oh, we have a special guest appearance here. You want to say hi, Lily? Say hi. Say hi. That's it. 10 seconds of Lily. Yeah. How do you like your new brother, Snowy? How do you like your new brother? All right, you can go. I know you're a big pile of fluff. All right, this program for $1,750, also known as CFP, is run through the Office of Children and Family Services. Limited financial awards are given to qualifying youth who need assistance from costs during the pandemic. Costs incurred between April 1st, 2020 and September 30th, 2021 are eligible for the payment. Starting February 16th, 2022, the CFP began accepting applications that have expanded eligibility guidelines. Guidelines include the applicant be at least 18, but not yet 23. They must also have been in foster care at or after the age of 14 years old. You may not apply more than once after you've already received the funds. So if this applies to you or anybody you know, just literally Google any of these programs, and you'll be able to get more information about them. So just literally, Google, this information, Chafee funds program, $1,750, or any of these other previous funds, and you'll probably be able to find them. Yeah, so that's what I do here. I just kind of let you guys know about all these different type of programs so that you can apply for them. Forbes recently did an article that said 90% of these type of programs, or 90% of money available to Americans, does not get claimed because people simply don't know about these type of programs and money that is available. So that's part of my kind of mission here on this channel, is to help as many of you guys out as possible. Our YouTube family, our extended family here on YouTube. So as part of just bringing you guys the daily news and everything you guys need to know about, is let you guys know about as many programs and help possible here that you guys need to know about. Remember, there's mortgage assistance, rent assistance, and utility assistance available here in pretty much all states. So I'll link you to videos here next that you can watch on how to claim that. I get comments on almost every day saying, thank you for letting me know about these programs. I just got 6 months, 12 months of my rent paid. There's homeowners assistance up to $80,000 from the last stimulus package. And there's new money becoming available all the time, even now, because they're reallocating new money and um, making new money available. So I'll link you to some videos here next. Make sure to click the subscribe button down below if you haven't yet. It's completely free to do so, and join our YouTube community. Remember that new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click this top video here to watch my newest YouTube video next. This bottom video is how to apply for utility assistance. This top video over here is how to apply for rent assistance and get your rent paid up to 12 months. And this video over here is how to apply for homeowners assistance if you're a homeowner. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.